We scanned the entire stock market to find the most top tier quality companies out there. We looked at companies that were mid cap or larger, that had high EPS growth in the past and projected out into the future, low PEG ratio, low price to earnings. We want to make sure that the forward PE is less than the current PE, the trailing 12 months PE, and low debt to equity. When we scanned thousands of stocks, only 8 came up. And when we applied the interflame finance methodology and scoring system, only 5 made our watch list. So in this video, we're going to break down a full analysis of those companies. We're going to look at their interflame finance scores, and we're going to compute their intrinsic values. We will conclude by talking about how we might invest $1,000 into these companies. So if you get anything out of this video, please make sure to like. That would really help out this channel. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. And just a reminder, if we hit 1,000 subscribers, we are going to make an interflame finance YouTube portfolio where we will show you step by step how we would build out a portfolio from scratch using our methodology. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you can check out that YouTube portfolio. Every single subscription will get us one step closer to making that portfolio happen. Now, the first company that we will talk about is AU, which is AngloGold Ashanti. This is a gold mining company. They have a combined interflame finance score of 8.9. Now, how do we compute that? We get the combined score from an average of the growth and the safety scores that you see on your screen here. The thing is that we're going to value growth over safety for this video. And so what we're going to do is we're going to weight the growth at a 7.5 and the safety at a 2.5. We're giving growth a higher weight. If you are new to this channel, growth and safety are both measured between -10 and +10, with -10 being the absolute worst, +10 being the absolute best. And AU comes in with a perfect growth score of 10.0. Safety of 5.7. And so when we weight growth a little more heavily than safety, we see that we have an interflame finance score of 8.9. Now, this is a company that we've been bullish on over the past year. In that time, we see that this company is up 83%. There are 8 analysts that cover it. Overall consensus is that this is a buy. Current stock price is $81 per share. The average price target among Wall Streeters is $118. That would imply a 46% increase in the stock price. Now, we are much more bullish when it comes to this company. We have a price target of $152. That is our base intrinsic value. If you want to learn how to compute intrinsic values yourself, check out the description below. I show you how to build out 4 different intrinsic value calculators. You can run your own analysis. You can run your own numbers in Google Sheets. I show you step by step how to build those out. It is an absolutely essential tool for any investor to have in their tool. So we come up with a very healthy margin of safety of 47% for AU. Now, the standout metrics for this company is that their forward PE is a very cheap 8.1. Remember, forward PE, the lower the better. And their free cash flow yield, we typically like that to be 7% or higher. This comes in at 9.4. Price to earnings, very low at just 11.9. Price to sales also quite low at 3.7. They do pay a 5% dividend yield, and their beta is just a 0.6. So you're getting a lot of safety for a very high growth company. Now, next up is First Solar. They have a combined interflame finance score of 8.3. Growth comes in at 9.0, safety at 6.3. This is a buy among analysts on Wall Street. There are 27 analysts that cover it. They see about 6.6% for their increase in the stock price over the next year. We're slightly more bullish. We see 281. That gives us a 17% margin of safety. Now, First Solar does have some very nice metrics going for it. First off, their free cash flow yield is 5.6%. That is quite high for such a high growth company. And their price to sales is a very low 4.6 in the safety category. This is also a company that has very little debt when compared to their equity. Debt to equity ratio coming in at just 8.1. First Solar has seen a rocky ride in the past year, up 36% in that time, but it's gone up and down, up and down. We are overall very bullish on this company. We have been for quite some time. We bought some lows back 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. We don't see as much of a margin of safety in this company, but we do have very strong convictions for First Solar. Next up is Nvidia with a combined interflame finance score of 7.6. They are up 25.8% in the past year. Growth comes in at 8.2 and safety comes in at 5.9, and just stellar growth and safety numbers for Nvidia. For example, return on equity, 114%, return on invested capital, 105%, profit margins, very healthy, 63%. And as far as safety goes, their interest coverage, 544.6. Remember, that's how many times over they can pay their interest on their debt. So they can pay it over 500 times over. And their return on assets, a very healthy 52.7%. This is a strong buy among analysts on Wall Street. They see a 52.7% increase in the stock price within the next year, average price target at 302. We're not as bullish, but we do see a $277 price target in the future for Nvidia that gives us a nice margin of safety of 29%. Now, a very hot stock on Wall Street is Micron Technologies, and this is a company that we've been buying for well over a year, and you can see what a ride it's been for that time. If you bought a year ago, you are up 750% in your position overall. This has a combined score of 7.4, growth coming in at 8. 3.2, safety at 5.1. And if you just look at these numbers for both growth and safety, you see why MU is still making our list. PEG ratio at 0.0, even rounding to one decimal place, it's not even registering as any PEG ratio. Remember, the lower the better for that. Forward PE at just a 7.5. Return on equity, 67%. Return on invested capital, 68%. Profit margins, very healthy, 56%. Revenue growth expected to be 346% every single year for the next 5 years. And EPS growth, just an astonishing almost 1,400%. Now, when we do intrinsic values of this company, we are not using numbers anywhere close to those numbers. If we did, we would have intrinsic values in the $3,000, $4,000, even $5,000 range. And so we're not using anything close to that. We are being cautiously optimistic in our estimations of this company. Now, their 5-year forward PE coming in at a 0.0. That means that based on their projected growth, the keyword there is projected. We don't know what this company is actually going to do in the next 5 years, but if they grow at the rate that people expect them to, they're getting it at a 0 PE ratio. So dirt cheap valuations for this company. Debt to equity is just a 0.1. Their interest coverage is 258, and their return on assets is 35%. Overall consensus on Wall Street is that this stock is a buy. The average price target is over $1,400. That's a 41% increase in the stock price over the next year. We still like this company, but we're putting this price target at $12.15. That gives us a 15% margin of safety for Micron. And finally, another gold mining company, Coeur Mining CDE, combined interflame finance score of 7.0. They have increased 84% over the past year. We have been capitalizing on that increase over the past year. Growth comes in at 8.0. Not the safest company, just at a 3.8. Wall Street and interflame finance are very much in line with their price target. The average price target on Wall Street is $27 per share. We say 26. That does imply a 65% increase in the stock price over the next year and a 36% margin of safety. Overall, Wall Street says buy, and in the numbers you see why this is making our list. PEG ratio at 0.0, 5-year forward PE also 0.0, very similar to MU. Revenue growth expected to be 138% every single year for the next 5 years, and EPS growth well over 400%. The current PE ratio just at a 13.5. So just a reminder, if you're getting anything out of this video so far, please make sure to like it. That really helps out the channel. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Now, at the start of this video, we said that there were 8 companies that we found, and we've only mentioned 5. The 3 runners up are Microsoft, Meta, and Google, and you can see that their combined interflame finance scores are very, very good. We like 5 or higher. These all fit the bill. The problem is that their base margins of safety, based on our very cautiously optimistic projections for growth, are not just 0, but they're actually negative. So according to our calculations and estimates, Microsoft, Meta, and Google are all trading at a premium currently. But if you want to see how we are computing these, let's look at Microsoft real quick. So this is our interflame finance intrinsic value calculator workshop. And so what we see here is we have free cash flow per share of 4.98, and stage 1 growth, we've estimated that to be about 22% every year for the next 5 years. And then years 6 through 10, we cut that in half to 11%. That gives us our discounted cash flow model. We are estimating a discount rate of 9%, terminal growth of 3%. Now, earnings per share comes in at $16.79 per share. Again, 22% estimated growth. PE benchmark at a 34. So historically, Microsoft has traded at a 34 times multiple. The industry is 32. The sector is 39. And so what we have here is the bear, bull, and base case for this company. You can see that the PE benchmark, when we have a 34 multiple, does come in at 362. This company is currently trading for 384, so that is a 6% premium. In the bull case, however, you can make the argument that this should be trading for $446 per share. That would be a 14% margin of safety. As a matter of fact, if you look at the PE multiples, we see that we are in the 570s. And so this company is all over the place. It's all based on how much they are expected to grow every single year for the next 5 years. If you expect Microsoft to grow 25% every year for the next 5 years, that does change the calculations a little tiny bit. Basically, according to our calculations, at the base case, we would be trading almost for fair value. $375 would be the fair value. Now, if we look at a reverse discounted cash flow model, which basically computes how much the market is expecting Microsoft to grow, then that would be a 30% growth rate. So Microsoft is a quality company. It has a lot going for it, but a 30% growth rate every single year for the foreseeable future is quite lofty. Perhaps with their AI infrastructure build up, perhaps with all the different levers that they can pull, they can achieve that. But we're going to be a little bit more cautious, and we're going to wait for the price of Microsoft to come down so we can scoop up more shares of this quality company. And so how would we at Interflame Finance invest a hypothetical $1,000 into the 5 companies that we've picked? First, I just want to remind you that nothing that we say on this channel is financial advice. We are not telling you to buy, hold, or sell anything in your personal portfolio. Always do your own research and always do your own due diligence. So we're going to require that any company that we invest in has a minimum combined score of 5.0. Every single company that we looked at fits that bill. And we're going to require require at least a 10% margin of safety. Of our $1,000, we are going to invest for sure 67%, possibly more. So we're going to take 67% of our $1,000 or $670 and make sure that every single company that we invest in gets part of that. And that is called the dip allocation strategy. So the first company is CDE, Coeur Mining, with their combined score of 7.0 and their base margin of safety of 36%. If we wanted to invest all $1,000, then we would put 21.9% or $219 into Coeur Mining. In the dip allocation strategy, we would only put $141 into this company. The main reason is they have a very nice combined score of 7.0. It's pretty decently above 5, but they have a healthy margin of safety of 36%. And so we're going to put a little bit more than our base allocation into Coeur Mining. And that's in contrast to MU. MU has a higher combined score of 7.0, but they have a pretty low margin of safety of just 15%. But if you wanted to invest all $1,000, you would only put 9.7% or $97 into MU. In a dip allocation strategy, because that margin of safety is so low, we would only put that base amount of $134 into Micron Technologies. And so CDE would be getting a little bit more of that money because they have a healthier margin of safety. Now, Nvidia also gets that base amount of $134 in the dip allocation strategy. They have a combined score of 7.6 and a base margin of safety of 29%. So Nvidia has pretty decent numbers all around, but we're just going to put in that base amount of 134 according to our calculations. Now, First Solar has a very nice combined score of 8.3. Their base margin of safety is just 17%. And so we don't have a big cushion for this company. So we're also going to put the base amount of $134 into First Solar. In the regular allocation scheme, if we wanted to invest all $1,000, we would put $124 into First Solar for 12.4%. And finally, AU, AngloGold Ashanti, this would get a pretty decent size of our money. In the regular allocation scheme, we would put 36.7% or $367 into AU because their combined score is a very nice 8.9 and they have a very healthy margin of safety of 47%. In a dip allocation strategy, we will put $261 into AU, almost double what we put into First Solar, Nvidia, and MU. And that is because they have such a nice combined score of 8.9 and a very high margin of safety of 47%, meaning we could be very wrong about AU with our intrinsic value calculations and we would still make money on this trade. So in a dip allocation strategy, we would invest $804 into these 5 companies, and we would keep $196 off to the side in cash reserves. And those cash reserves are just dry powder that we can draw from that when there are big buying opportunities in the market. If there is a dip, if there is a crash, we can not only invest our $1,000 that we would invest, but even more money on top of that to make sure that we get quality companies at dirt cheap prices. So there you have it, folks. Out of thousands of companies in the stock market, we boiled it down to 8 companies that deserve our attention, 5 on our watch list and potential buy list for this week. If you got anything out of this video, please consider liking. That really helps out the channel. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you can keep coming back for more interflame finance analysis, intrinsic values, and scores. Be sure to tell your friends, be sure to tell your family, and be sure to tell your mother-in-law all about interflame finance. We got to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark so we can make that interflame finance YouTube portfolio so you can see us in real time buying, selling, and holding stocks based on our research and methodology. So thank you very much for watching. We appreciate having you here, and we'll see you in the next video.